Hello. I just wanted to show you something that I think is quite good. If you're out for a walk, you'll see these underneath fences and stuff like that. But this, if I show you, go down. Ooh, can you see down there? No, I'll go down a bit further. Down there. Can you see it's been dug out? Now, if it's been dug out like that, the possibility is, or the likelihood is, I should say, is actually that's a badger that's done that, because they are quite substantial animals, and they need to get, if they need to get through into a field like this one, for example, they'd need to dig under. Now, foxes are quite lithe, which means they can squish themselves down quite a lot, and they can get under stuff. So I'm just going to look for one now that's a fox's one, because I just wanted to show you the difference, because I've seen loads of these along the path, but I've also seen the fox's ones, and I wanted to show you the difference. So when you go for a walk, you could have a look and see if you can spot fox runs as opposed to badger runs. So hang on a minute, I might be coming up on one that looks quite good. That looks like an overgrown one. Ooh, am I going to find one? As you know, foxes and badgers, well, foxes actually, to be fair, they come out all the time. They don't generally stay. There's another one which has been dug under. Let me just do this again. Now, can you see down there? So that's been dug under. Okay, so there's a hole underneath. Now, let me just see if I can find a fox entrance. Morning. Fox. Oh, no, that's an overgrown one. Oh, there's so much growth. I'm going along. I will find one, I promise. Badgers generally come out at night. They're night feeders, they're nocturnal. And they normally dig with their front paws. Their front paws have got amazing nails, which are designed to claw at the... trying to find one. They're designed to claw and dig, so they're really sharp and really strong, whereas opposed to foxes, they do have an amount of claws, but foxes generally don't have the really strong kind of claw marks. Oh, I saw loads around the corner. This is typical. I can't find one now. I'll keep walking. What was I saying? Oh yes, badgers. And badgers generally, their favourite meal of all time would be beetles. Beetles, slugs, worms, that kind of stuff. And that's why they would come into like a field like this, where I'm walking, to come and hunt. But they would also hunt in the woodland. So they'd go between the two. And foxes generally, there you go. Oh, there's another one that's been dug under, so that's another entrance. Let me see if I can go down. Can you... Oh, I don't know whether you can see it. I'm not very good at this. I do apologise. I'm going to go in. So this here is the entrance. See? It's been dug under. So that would be another, very probably another badger entrance. But I'm just... Oh, this is so typical. I'm so sorry. I think I found another path, actually. So there are natural... If you look in the wood... If you look there, there's a natural animal path. Can you see it? That runs along the side. And if you follow it, it's still going, it's still going, it's still going. And look, it turns in here. So there'd be an entrance there somewhere, but it still goes along here. Let's see if we can find one following the track. Actually, no, it's dying out there, so I think it must be back here. So it might have been where it goes in and through. Ooh. See, look, it twists. You see it twists around there and goes in there. So there might be just a little tiny kind of space underneath the fence there where a fox or a rabbit would go. Because obviously rabbits get through fences too, because they would like to go out in that field and nibble all that lovely crop. Oh Lord, I'm not going to be able to find one now. This is typical, isn't it? I do apologise. There were loads around the corner when I decided to make a little film. But anyway, there you go. You've seen the ones that have been done by badgers, and they've been dug through, and they generally go right down. So I will keep looking. If I can find one, and typically if I turn this off, I will find one. Oh, there's another one, look. So this is another one. I'd say probably is another badger. No, I don't know whether you can see it. I'm not very good at this camera stuff. I do apologise. I'll put you right down. See it? So that's been dug under. Not sure if you can see it. That was much smaller, mind, so it must have been a smaller badger. Badger. I can't find any fox ones. But anyway, the foxes would use those ones, so maybe because there are so many on this side, they just use those ones. But the likelihood is that they would have been dug through and dug out by the larger mammal, which is the badger. And I will, at some point, hunt around and see if I can find any evidence of badger scenting. Because generally what they do also is they lay latrines, which are their toilets. So they dig a hole and they have a poo. And in their gland, when they actually pass their poo, they squirt a little bit of pheromone, which is like a scent, really strong scent, into that latrine or that toilet, if you like. And that tells them, other badgers, that this is the edge of another badger's territory. And you generally find a poo in a hole. That's also, if you look at the poo, and I know it's really not a very nice thing to say, but actually if you do look at the poo, you will find the shells of beetles and stuff like that in it, which is a real giveaway that it's actually badger latrine, and that will be marking its territory. So there you go. So I know possibly is one sign that there are or have been badgers around in this area, because they will dig out the holes, and the next thing to find would be obviously the latrines. But the other thing, and you won't find them at this time of year, especially because it's been so hot, is actually looking out for tracks. So when I come back on this particular walk, I will have a look and see if I can find some latrines, and I will let you know. So there you go. So that's me talking about holes in fences. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye. I knew it would happen. As soon as I turned off that camera, I found a fox one. So if you can see here, don't know whether you can see, there's the natural, you see the parting of the vegetation, that's a track. So underneath there, they'll be able to get under the wire and come out and through. So the actual track goes through the wire, if you see, and out this way. So it goes through and back that way. So there you go. That will be used not only by foxes, but probably rabbits as well. I knew I'd find one. There you go. Yay, I'm happy now. See you later. Bye.